Hello, ActorSage here on the Sage channel, and this is just a quick PSA, public service announcement, to tell you guys there is a very serious glitch in Space Engineers at this moment involving survival mode and building and deconstructing. So, really quickly, the glitch has to do with, if I was to gather up some materials here, really quickly, I'll tear down a few of these to get some steel plates. I'll cut ahead now. So there we go, I've taken out 2 of those, and if I was to go ahead and use my UI, place one of these, voila, of course it will have used a single block from my inventory, or at least it should have. Yep, it's down to 49, because each of those had 25. But if I click on it, of course it's now placed the 25 needed for it. But if I keep using this, as I go, slowly, if we check our inventory, you can see now the steel plates are slowly depleting, so it's using up far more than we actually had in our inventory. Now, right now, the best way around this, people are saying, would be to, let's just get out there some more resources really quickly. There we go. So, right now, people are saying the best way around it would be to have the exact amount of resources you need in your inventory. So I'm going to click, place, it needs 24 more, so we're going to go ahead and break off the 1 spare just to prove that it works. So there we go, we need 24 more, we got 24 in inventory, go up to whatever you need, right click, it'll place them all, or left click. And since we just have what's in our inventory now, we don't have to worry about using up excess. So basically, just whenever you're building something, just make sure you have only exactly what you need. And there you go, it didn't waste the 1 spare, however many spare we would have. Now, the same thing does actually happen, and you see now, even though I don't have any in my inventory, it's still able to finish it because it dropped off those original blocks. But the same thing does happen with more complex things. So if I was to come over here and grind down this thing, so really quickly I'll cut ahead to once it's ground down all the way pretty much. So there we go, I ground it down pretty far. I'm now going to go ahead into this ship, and I'm going to take apart, let's say, a few of these lights, just because they have a few their construction components in them, so it'll prove as we got a few more. We'll also take out a few of these panels just to give us some more construction components and other random parts to up the amount of construction components we have in our inventory, because that gravity generator takes 60 construction components to build. Now we'll have a few more spare, so we'll be able to prove that it doesn't need to eat other objects, not just steel plates. So here we go, we start working on this, we put in the gravity generator, all the stuff that we had, and now you can see we have 12 excess construction components. But as we're building up into the construction area there on the bottom right, you can see that we're in the construction component zone of different objects that are being built up. You can see it ate through those construction components in our inventory. So indeed, it eats all sorts of stuff. It's very bad, very dangerous. Be careful when you're playing. By the way, though, the devs are aware of this issue. They are working on fixing it. I do not currently have an ETA, but I do suspect by the end of the day. But again, I don't have an ETA, but it's a pretty serious issue for survival mode. I just thought I'd point it out to you guys. Anyway, thanks a bunch for watching. Be cautious out there, and make sure you store any excess supplies that you have that might be needed for the object you're working on far away. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.